Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we'll prepare together one of my favorite desserts, chocolate vanilla eclairs. For this recipe, we'll need the following ingredients: 200 grams of flour, 250 milliliters of water, 600 milliliters of milk, 10 tablespoons of sugar, 70 milliliters of whipping cream, 200 grams of chocolate chips, 200 milliliters of whipping cream, 100 milliliters of sunflower oil, 5 eggs, 2 vanilla puddings, a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. In a saucepan, we pour the milk, but we keep a little bit aside. We add the sugar, the vanilla extract, and we whisk a little bit, and we put it on the stove on medium heat. In the remaining milk, we add the pudding and we whisk really well. We pour the pudding in the milk through a simmer and we whisk continuously until we reach the pudding consistency. When the pudding is ready, we transfer it to a plate. We cover it with plastic wrap and we leave it to cool at room temperature. Now let's prepare the pâte à choux. Turn on the stove on medium heat. In a saucepan, we put the water, the oil, the salt, and the sugar. When the water is boiling, we add the flour, and with a spatula we keep mixing for 2-3 minutes. We leave it aside for 20 minutes to cool a little bit. We preheat the oven at 370 Fahrenheit. In a mixer bowl, we put the flour mixer and slowly add one by one the eggs. When the eggs are well incorporated, we transfer the choux to a poche. In a tray lined with parchment paper, we make the eclairs, all equal. With a little bit of water on our finger, we smooth them, otherwise those parts will burn in the oven. When they are ready, we put them in the oven for 30 minutes. It's very important to not open the door at least 20 minutes, otherwise the eclairs will deflate. When they are ready, we cut them in half. On medium heat stove, we put 70 milliliters of whipping cream in a saucepan. When the whipping cream starts to simmer, we add the chocolate chips and we remove it from the stove. We leave it for 2 minutes and after we gently stir until we have a nice and smooth ganache. When the ganache is ready, we take each top half of the eclairs and we cover them with chocolate. We remove the excess and we will do the same with all of them. In the mixing bowl, we add 200 milliliters of cold whipping cream and we whip it until we have a stiff consistency. When the vanilla cream is cold, we add the whipping cream and we combine them in a smooth cream. We pipe the vanilla cream on the bottom half of the eclairs and we cover it with the top half covered with chocolate. We decorate according with our preference. I melted a little bit of white chocolate and I added a little bit of gold edible dust, but you can leave it just plain. For an elegant touch, I made some chocolate seals. I melted the chocolate and I used a stamp that it was in the freezer for 2 hours before use. We add them to the eclairs. Now they are ready. I cannot describe how delicious these eclairs are. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are looking forward to meeting you again for another delicious recipe.